they can have the drive. I mean, I'm not saying. What is the point of this call? Can I even ask what's on this call that everybody wants so bad? No, I don't. Got a call this morning and I done woke up on my bullshit because she's done called behind the scenes talking about me. And I got a call this morning and I done woke up on behind the scenes talking about me. And now she's on a whole different ball game. So
Dude, I went to the Telegram last night and I sent these all over to Train last night. I'm trying to find them.
So
Dude, I went to the Telegram last night and I sent these all green screen. Hang on. She literally says in these text messages to green screen. Hang on. She says in these text messages to me on Telegram that she is the one who edited the call because she didn't want, look.
Oh, y'all tap the screen.
She blacked it out. I started to cover my son's name here and there. It's just too much to cover. That's why the call isn't 5 hours. Because it got to be too much because she had, do you know how like in the beginning of the YouTube or that call, she was trying to black it out and she had been texting her personal family and friends and she didn't want them involved in all of this.
Oh, they should know you got receipts.
I just got blocked on a sneaky in KP's chat trying to tell her to go look at this, that Jess's Telegram messages are on my page. Imagine me getting blocked for trying to navigate them to me sharing it. Like, I sent everything to Train. I am literally shit talking Lala in here. Jessa was only speaking to her, not friends with her at the time. And she shared me Lala's messages in there telling me about everything. And her and I were listening to Lala say that.
Right. Like, KP's gonna, I don't know much about Missy, but KP's gonna spin everything to her narrative. I mean, especially for her girl now, too.
It's just crazy that with all these messages out here, that Jessa is sitting there lying like, no, RT and Lala did that call. No, Jessa, here's your text messages on January 29th.
No.
If you hold on, because here's also the creation of that Google Drive and the reason why it was created. Let me see here. I'm trying to read these itty bitty little. Okay, so here is me, I think. Yeah, here's me asking for the videos, and she says it's sending in 3 parts. Do you see that down there? 3 parts, and there's 3 parts to the call, right?
Yep.
Because that's all she was sending, because in the beginning of the messages, you see, it got to be too much to black out my son's name. She was texting Sugar Daddy and everybody else. So she didn't, it's just audio on that part. Right. She sent me screen recordings of other things after that 3 hours, but because of her personal information and her personal life in there. Okay, see, here's January 30th. I get up, nothing came through because I wanted to go live and ruin their day. And she said, I'm trying, and you can see on the screenshot there, and I put this on my RT says what? Like, I have a whole video. It's like 6 minutes explaining it. There's the first 2 calls. And you can see they're stuck even after, all night of trying to upload. And then here she says, I stopped sending it through Telegram. It wasn't doing nothing. And right here, I sent the email for the drive. It's just doing the first one now. I just got done. And if I go to the Google Drive, it will tell me that this was created on this day. I did not communicate with Jessa through Google Drive. Hardly ever. This right here was the reason that Google Drive was created. Okay. Jessa and I added Lala when we all started talking again. So it's months later when Lala was added to that drive. They're all over there acting like Lala was part of this from the beginning because Missy and her big, thick skull cannot get through the fact that there's other things involved here besides her. And that drive Lala was added to that drive months later. KP was added so I could get her a video about your live because she was wanting it. And then she puts up on the screen, it says, Jessa Joyner shared you. I wasn't opening that shit, bitch, but yet in the next screenshot, you're like, this is why I needed it. Well, then why wouldn't you open the drive where the live was at?
Right. She must have wanted to live after her and I fallen out.
Yes, about speaking on your son, or on her son, I think, is what she was wanting. So
Well, she didn't
I
ask me how to send it to her.
I had uploaded Missy's lives about the green screening of Jessa's vajayjay into there on behalf of Jessa, and she told us that when she went to the police department about Train messaging her kid and the hoo-ha on the screen, that they copied all of those videos and had downloaded them from the drive. That drive, that folder is labeled RT. Jessa created it. You can clearly see the text messages where it was created. It is a drive for me. Medusa was added to the 3 calls. She was granted access to the 3 calls. Nobody edited them. They are exactly as Jessa uploaded them right here. So whatever KP is over there spinning and twisting and doing now is a fucking lie.
Well, she needs more people on her team. So what she's going to do is she's going to, just try to get with whoever she fits in at this time.
Yep, that drive was literally created to upload those calls to. Jessa is the one who cropped out. See, because she's so benzoed out, she forgot. And if you look at the very top here at the first message, you can see that the account is currently deleted.
Right.
I screenshotted these last night. Jessa can't even access these because she deleted her Telegram.
Yeah.
Like, take some more meds.
Yeah. And see, that's the one they want. Now she wants it filtered.
See, now because RT's over here and Hot Blooded's live with receipts. I got blocked out of that chat telling her to go look at them because it doesn't fit her fucking narrative.
Right.
Because Missy knows she's screwed up. A troublemaker Trixie, this is the reason why it did if you read the messages. We didn't do it. Jessa did. She did it right here. Look, I started to cover my son's name here and there, and it's just too much to cover piece by piece in a 5-hour call. It was after that 3-hour mark that it got to be too much. She cut it off there because that is where all of her texting with her family and everything was going on. It's audio. There is nothing to see. I have clips of that where she, had sent me things, but not the rest of it. She has it. And this is why. Because she had, but I know they're telling her that, but it's because they refused to look at the proof.
Right.
It dropped everything in Train's inbox. She has the whole conversation. The videos, the messages, and everything that were sent. Lala's messages, all of it.
Look, I said when KP become friends with you and Lala, I said she's only doing that to get info.
And that's what we were trying to do, was upload info to her in that drive because it was already created. You know what I mean? There was no reason to make another one.
Right. I knew when she come to y'all, it was just to get info. And I knew that would be short-lived, because you can see through a lot of people in their bullshit.
Yeah, and I never gave her anything on Missy or Train. The last conversation I had, Jessa told her she was going to have to ask RT for anything that she had on Missy and Train to drag them with. And she also asked Lala, and neither one of us gave them a fucking thing.
Right.
This is literally why that call is 3 hours, because Jessica herself did it.
Look, she woke up this morning making phone calls talking shit on me, and it got back to me. So she's been on her bullshit since 4 o'clock this morning.
Train just woke up to all this in her inbox. Like, I don't even know if she's had a chance to read through everything, because when I got home from work, because I have a job, I sat down. I was soaking in the bathtub. I'd made a whole ass video on my RT Says What with these screenshots. I'm like, you all are out here spinning narratives that do not make sense. They do not exist. Here's the messages to prove it, and here we're going to do something else again today because we need content.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's bullshit.
Yeah, she's going on Reddit posts, and I'm over here going on her girlfriend's text messages to me. I mean, which one?
There's a difference, huh? Oh my.
I just don't know. Like, I started seeing this myself, and that's why I bailed.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting on all of this. I'm not trying. Because here's the thing: the person who sat, like Lala, went to Medusa's box to sit with her and explain all this because it was about Medusa, right?
Right.
Medusa then sits with Missy last night, green screening Lala's house and body shaming all over again. If I were to come out here with everything from the beginning of all of this shit, Medusa would be the one with the bus going over her because she was the one with the biggest shit talking running everywhere.
Right.
It's like, don't, and I ain't even going to do it because I'm not really wanting, you know, this shit was 6 months ago. We would have to go back a year. I ain't looking forward to all that.
Yeah, no.
She's been going off since 4:30.
I guess it was said Jessa just admitted she didn't upload the whole call, and Missy's still fighting a way to twist it.
Imagine that, because the proof is out there. Somebody finally got through to one of these fools and went, RT's over there calling you a liar. And I'm not. This is literally in defense of what everything that Jessa has said all along about this whole situation. Right. Jessa's story hasn't really changed on this matter. The noodle pictures, yes, but like this whole thing with the calls and whatnot, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because if I had to guess, Jessa's probably just wanting it to go away, and KP needs drama.
Was really wanting KP to quit talking about her vajayjay, quit making it about me. She had asked her to quit doing that. Jessa's mortified.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, I don't know much about her, but I know that normally she's probably one behind the scene and not on the app, you know, creating a bunch of havoc. I never followed her or anything like
usually behind the scenes creating a bunch of havoc is what using everybody else. Because I guess they were digging into Medusa, Tawny. And Medusa wanted like to see everybody's part in it and like how it all played out. And Missy was over there trying to, like, she was mad that, like, number one, the call wasn't played in her live. You'll find her live and in somebody's box collecting money on both. I swear to fucking God. And there was a falling out with Missy and Jessa. Miranda lied because, and you can see that at the end of here of this message. This one. Yeah, I'm looking for the one where she's talking about Miranda. I thought it was this one. No.
She's saying Lala's the one that started all this.
No, it's not. Lala, I'm the one who was running my mouth about the call. Lala couldn't even figure out how to get in the drive because she didn't realize that the folder said RT on it, just like I fucking said.
Right. But that's what she said. I'm not going to say their name, but I'm sure my chat can. So her chat's steadily, you know, saying la 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 la. It all stems behind la la.
Oh, and here's the part here. There's another thing. Medusa was accused of buying followers, and everybody's trying to figure out where that accusation came from. Right here, Social Blade. This is Jessa telling me about it. That's why they were digging in. Like, Lala dropped over 500 at one point. Like, she was watching Lala's followers.
Right.
Trying to find this shit about Miranda lying on. There's so many.
She doesn't stop. She doesn't stop. She was on phone calls this morning, and we'll get into that after this, but I was pretty pissed off when I got that phone call this morning.
I don't even understand what the point is. Oh, right here is telling me some of it. So there's some messages here, you know. And as you can see, it's in Telegram. She's sending me stuff back and forth. Some of it you have to pay attention to my screen to understand the fuckery behind the scenes over there. That is why she uploaded the call in 3 parts, because the main part of the fuckery and her screen and the going back and forth, she was showing me what these people were doing. There, Miranda was.
Up shit than all these people combined, guaranteed.
And still doing fucked up shit, KP.
Hang on, that was Lala. Let me tell her I'm in your box.
Accountability is not that hard.
But you can't take it.
I've lied for motherfuckers to protect.
And I've obviously lied for your fucking girlfriend, bitch.
KP, that's all she knows how to do is lie.
Like, she doesn't even know what she's talking about. She wasn't even around for any of this, and she shouldn't be sitting here making any argument about anything. These are me and Jessa's frickin' messages.
Figure it out, because this shit here, teaming up with people and you gather in like a whole crowd.
Nobody is gathering up against you. Like, I'm literally over here calling bullshit on the things that you're over there lying about, girl. What are you doing?
I lied to you to cover for somebody.
So I'm gonna tell you what their end game is, right? They're gonna get back in good with Missy. That's what's coming.
They're gonna look foolish as fuck.
Yeah, that's what's coming. Watch. I done called that earlier today.
And Jessa literally says in these messages, for me, what Missy did was worse than Train. So you're going to kick me and Lala to the curb, who were your friends.
Yep.
And then have Missy closer, the one that you hate and what she did to you was worse. That's what your girlfriend's going to do for you today? Yep. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Yeah, because, they're going to blame it on somebody else. It's always somebody else's fault. And right now it's fixing to be Lala's fault. It's about everybody taking accountability but KP. KP does not have to take accountability in something, if it's her shit or not her shit, because she's just not.
Lala, she's trying to get back in good with Missy. So in those messages, you can clearly see where Jessa has said that what Missy did was far worse than what Train could ever do to her.
Yep.
And we get kicked to the curb for speaking up about this, all this drama, and because we weren't in the drama until KP started like dragging everybody.
Right.
And now Jessa's going to kick her friends to the curb for the person that she can't stand the most to get close to her girlfriend.
Right.
Does this make any fucking sense to anybody?
Only for TikTok creators, fiction, right? Only for the views, the attention, and the funds.
Oh my God.
Only. I mean, you can have black and white proof, and they're still going to only see what they want to see, and do as what they want. Yeah, she is setting up Missy. She definitely is.
Missy sets herself up because she has like no common sense to think anything out. There's always, because everything has to revolve around her. And so she doesn't see anything. You know what I mean? Like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be buddy again.
Oh my Lord. Trying to find the one other part here.
Lala, right? I try to tell people once you've done proving yourself, hell with them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they want to come out here and say or do or whatever. And just because they think, oh, well, somebody's in somebody's box, they're ganged up, they're circled, they're friends. Let that be them. Oh, I will fill my box up. If anybody requests my box and wants to speak on a situation, I'm going to let them. And what's the difference in me doing it or any of them doing it?
Like, I'm just going to go back to the reason that we don't have a 5-hour call is Jessa. KP was over there, Lala, trying to speak on things like you and I forged it and we're doing shady shit. Nobody else is left in that drive. That drive was created for me. The folder has got my name on it. You can clearly see I have the evidence and the paper trail of why and her consent and everything. I booted everybody out of the drive. Medusa was only given access to those calls so she could see the screen. Yes, it is a 5-hour call, but again, Jessa's personal information was on there and she herself edited it. Missy does want attention. And I'm sorry that this is the way that she feels that she needs to get it.
Well, if somebody adds or edits or shares, does it show it as an edit? I'm new to the Google Drive shit.
You would have to download it and then re-upload it. Like you can't even edit a Google, like you can view the file, but like to edit it, you would need to re-upload it because like there's no editing software in the Google. Because
Right,
like
but would it say edited on the side? Say if somebody dropped me a Google Drive and
when you give access to somebody, so on the drive it'll say like the owner, and then when you hit the file details, it'll show you the date that the file was uploaded. And yes, you can go in and see who has edited and who has done what. But Lala, when on the date, there's a paper trail of text messages where Lala, I had woke up, Lala couldn't, she goes, can you get me the call? And I said, you're in the drive. Why don't you just go get it? And she goes, what? I said, you're in there on 2 accounts. And I went and I got up and looked and she goes, how the fuck do I get to it? So I walked her through how to find her shared folder. And when she said it was RT, when I'm like, and you need to click the folder that says RT, she goes, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. She didn't even know she had access to it because it says RT on it. So she went into a call with Amelia and them, I think, and
right.
let them see it. So then Lala got a hold of me and she goes, can I just add Danielle in here? And I said, yes, just to those calls.
Dee Dee, we're not going to do that because everybody else inserts herself and everything.
Dee Dee, it's my folder. What the fuck do you even mean? That is my folder that Jessa created and I have the evidence of it right here. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Shut up.
We're not gonna be disrespectful in the chat. I don't care who you like. Who you
Lala
don't.
didn't know how to use it. She literally messaged me that day and asked me to send it to her. And I said, you have access.
They're the
You
ones.
sound dumb. This
They're
is
the
literally Jessa in January 30th creating that because it wouldn't go through in fucking Telegram. So tell me again how I'm inserting myself into a Google Drive that is mine with my freaking name on it.
How many days to discuss and find out about?
Like, oh my God. You're mad because I came with receipts and showed your friend to be a liar.
And nobody's asking you to pick sides. If you want to watch. If not, go back over. Oh, you can't because they're on a private phone conversation bashing Lala now. It's all Lala's fault. And then she'll come back and it's hot-blooded. But it's okay. She's been talking about me off the app all day. So it's okay. I'm ready. She was supposed to be in Valdosta. Ain't today Thursday?
What's your problem?
KP, you were supposed to be in Valdosta to have a warrant put out on me. I'm still waiting, ho. I'm still waiting. Oh, you're on more drama. Different drama.
It's just amazing how I'm inserting myself into business that literally has my name on it. And
Look, Dee Dee, they all lie. Look, when you're friends with...
Nobody is trying to place blame. We took our accountability. There's literally this right here, Dee Dee, is the messages after I went live and told you all this in January. It is not my fault that you refused to believe what you were all told in January. Go back to my lives, you little stalkers. You got them recorded. Watch them. You were told then, but you refused to look at it in front of your face because you refused to believe it. It's not my problem. That's a you problem. But it's not my business when I'm literally in the middle of it with a drive with my fucking name on the folder. Your name isn't on it, Dee Dee. Why are you in it with an opinion? I don't see Dee Dee in there.
And Kayla, it's happening because for 2 nights, Missy's been live trying to figure out this folder to expose, I guess, I'm only getting to tell him because it's not my business, right? Even though I was in that, I guess, talked about because somebody needed, instead of just contacting me and I'd have sent it to him, because I will talk about her parenting all day long.
I'm literally involved with helping set Lala up to be the fall guy. I was shit talking Lala in these fucking messages. Oh my God. Just like I said.
No, RT, you're exposing yourself too. I mean, that's what adults really do.
Yeah, like these people don't like the truth because it doesn't fit this twisted narrative that they feel has happened. Well, your thoughts and opinions aren't facts and they don't define reality. You
And
can't.
look, these people on here, they're good at what they do. And I'm talking about KP personally. She's good at what she does. She had me fooled for 5 fucking years. She's good at the lying. She's good at the manipulating. Good. And you better believe if it comes out her mouth that Lala said it, or RT said it, or Hot Blooded said it, or Train said it, you guarantee you KP's the one that actually said it.
And if I said it, I'll go get the text message and show you where I did. And I did.
But she think I don't know. I just she called somebody today on a subject that had absolutely nothing to do with TikTok, right? It had something to do with her personal bills, and I got drug into that by her. Do you think that I give 2 fucks about who likes me and doesn't like me?
I don't think so. I've never got that impression.
They're not paying my bills. I mean, I honestly don't. Now, do I understand?
Right in front of you. What is it you're looking for? All of the proof is right here that you refuse to look at. That is not my problem. I literally shit talked the hell out of Lala and came up with the idea because Jessa fucked up.
She didn't wave the white flag. She said the other day she waved the white flag. She did not wave the white flag because she was continuing. They even went back to her profile and looked. She did not wave the white flag.
Nobody could find it.
And then the other day she made a video with waving white papers, but then she's behind the scenes running her lying mouth.
She had her fingers crossed behind her back. That's what it was.
That's what it was. You know, and right now we're hurting her. We're hurting her pocket. I know that 100%.
Oh,
and all she's got to do is stop her shit.
Well, if we have multiple phone bills and ex-husbands paying the rent or helping out to finish paying the rent, girl,
There's that.
Work. I just like going to work, paying my bills.
And I don't understand. I've fallen out with people and I went my own way. Absolutely went my own way. I've fallen out with people and I have absolutely brought it to the app because they've been in other people's boxes running their mouth on me. So I'm going to bring it to the app. This time, I will run her through the pits of hell and she can have me locked up.
As you should, because this is ridiculous. Like, I don't go along with what everybody else says. I go with what I experience, what I see, what I know. And what I know is this is not okay.
Meredith, that's what was on a group.
Back in January. This is why the call that they're flipping out about over there is only 3 hours. Jessa did it. They're accusing Lala of editing the video. It's a Google folder that Jessa literally created to get it to me because it wasn't sending in fucking Telegram. Here is her. I sent the email for the drive. She is the one who uploaded those. You can't edit inside of a Google Drive. You have to download it, edit it, and re-upload it. And if you do, it'll show your name being the uploader on the new call. Lala gave Danielle access, which is Medusa. I mean, it's timestamped when Lala came to me and asked all of this. And then there it is. I removed everybody's access yesterday. Me and Jessa, which were the original 2 people in that drive.
And that's why they're mad. I think that's why they mad, RT.
I swear to God, Missy spent all day yesterday and the other day dragging my son into this for no fucking reason because I was in the chat calling her a hypocrite pretty much because she was saying to Danielle, oh, blah, 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 blah. I can do, this X, Y, and Z. But I'm like, but when anybody else says that, Missy, only you can feel that way. And I was just pointing out the hypocrisy, and she drug my son into it. And I said, "You will get nothing else because I don't give everything."
Right, right.
Danielle wanted answers that Lala, she was like, "I'm not involved," because in these text messages, and Train has them, she can send them to you. I don't think Lala would mind. You can see where Lala is clearly clueless about this lie that has been, Missy is got it in her head that Lala and Jessa conspired against her to create this lie about messages, and that's not what happened. Me and Jessa got bright ideas to be shit human beings and like use a moment of opportunity while Lala was spiraling clearly because I am mad talking shit. And I sent those screenshots to Lala and I literally said, "Oof, I'm sorry. I'm
Right.
really sorry for this, but I
You
think
took accountability.
I did." And my accountability is to Lala at this point.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I did her dirty. And how me and Lala handle that is up to me and Lala. I don't care what anybody else fucking thinks about it.
I don't
I'm
know.
not Lala's guard dog. I'm literally out here taking my accountability for something Lala did not fucking do.
Right. And see, they're gonna come after y'all hard because they know you got proof.
And it doesn't give them a good story in conspiracy theory. They're going to pick this apart and be like, "Oh, this." And I can't wait for the delusions. I'll be at work
Yeah.
getting text updates.
But when I seen her over there, buddy, buddy,
I'm saying it, KJ. So Medusa, let me just get down to it. Medusa was running around, running her fucking mouth about a lot of shit. It was coming back to RT 7 Ways to Sunday, not just through Jessa, okay? So I started seeing the patterns with Medusa. I had obviously been talking to Jessa. We talked about everything, right? We had a falling out because of Miranda, and then she went over to Missy for a little while, and then she came back, and that's this right here. Medusa has been mad talking shit and running around, running people's business just as much as Jessa has, okay? It's me, Jen, and all them had some problems way in the fuck back then, and RT's out here running her mouth about shit. Nobody could figure out how I was getting all this information and where it was coming from, and they still ain't figured it out. And I ain't coming out here to throw anybody else under the fucking bus. But that's where we're at, and that's what I'm not going to come out here and say, and that's why the story doesn't make sense, and Missy will forever, 7 Ways to Sunday now, sit and try to pick this apart. But she told me the other day while she was talking cash shit on my son in the box that she didn't care anymore. She didn't need anything. So are we looking at a whole lot of caring today in that box with KP? I just want confirmation that Missy's over there caring a whole lot because she said she didn't and didn't need anything else. In a nutshell, that's what's going on. This is a year old. This is technically a year old.
I don't know nothing about all that, y'all. So that's why I just had to go off screen.
I was just trying to like wrap it up in a nutshell for people who really aren't aware. But that's kind of what, yeah. So the same characters that are involved and concerned right now are involved and concerned from back then because they were talking cash shit, running their mouth, and now they're worried about what else is going to come out. Medusa should have just took what she was given and shut the fuck up. She should have been okay with it. She shouldn't have gotten Missy's box last night and bashed Lala and done any of this because RT's a little aggravated. Like, I thought you were going to take it. And now I understand why T. Carter got in the box and was like, Medusa, I thought, you were cool with just this part. Now I get it. I get it now. I get it. T saw it coming. Sorry, T. T saw it coming.
Yeah. And that's what happens to a lot of friendships. They're ruined with lies.
It's up to me, Jenny. I'm holding all the cards, and while you're out here calling and blaming Lala for everything, because regardless, Jenny Ray, of Lala's innocence, you have said you don't care. She's always going to be to blame for you. So you have a personal, emotional investment in somebody you don't even know, and you should go take care of that. So your opinion doesn't matter. You're biased. You're not willing to look at things for what they are. You have bias against Lala. So forever, it will be Lala's fault in your weird brain.
And I tell people all the time, let's just say Train, because I know she probably listening. She always listens in the background. I didn't care for Train at all. I mean, I already had one drunk for a friend, right? Enzo Nancy over here. I didn't need another one. So I always just stayed clear of her. I never spoke bad on her. I just stayed clear. And she's changed, and I've grown to love Train. That she is one that I feel is genuine. I may be wrong. Other people may feel differently, but she has never done no wrong to me, right? The same as Lala. I've never ran Lala on the app, but Lala and I have a mutual agreement. We maintain our lane, and it's not that I know anything about her. I don't know anything about her, right? And
And that's the
from
thing. You
past,
don't know anything about her, right? So you're not going to come out here and
right. I'm not going to come out here and run her the same as you. I can see everybody all over the app and of course dragging everybody, but my opinion is just that, and I just stay away from it because I don't know people personally to speak on it. Do I hope everybody changes
And
and
I have text messages where she fucking told me that too. And I'm not putting all of Jessa's personal business all over this green screen for your sick pleasure. Go over to KP's live and go like you go do all that if you want Jessa's personal business. Because I'm only putting out as it pertains to the lies that you are telling. And I am absolutely not sharing because I have the originals and I have the messages where she told me all that. So you can fuck off,
Pat,
Jenny.
let me address yours. Have you seen a drug test of hers to know 100% she's hasn't
That
changed?
was last summer. Last summer, we did one on live or on video. I didn't ask for it. Jessa insisted on doing it on video chat. That was last summer.
Right. Somebody's in the chat talking about it's the fake sobriety or whatever. Just because somebody walks differently, okay. And I'm going to say this, right? Somebody said the other day, matter of fact, it was Lala in my box. She said it. She said she was clean today off her choice of rug,
Yep.
right? Which was the needle. Okay. So everybody ran with that, right? So just because she may not be off of 420 or Suboxone, whatever it may be, does not mean she's not clean off of her choice.
What they're asking, okay, so if you don't ever want to get pregnant again, are you going to abstain from sex?
Hell no. You done asked the wrong question in the wrong box.
Asking for abstinence. They're not asking for sobriety. They're asking for abstinence. And a quarter of a K that they're referring to is not addiction. She's not taking it every day. She's not addicted to it. She took it to calm the fuck down with everything that was going on. It's not an everyday thing. We clearly saw her knock the fuck out afterwards, and she hasn't been doing that. And she's been up late. We all know Lala does not stay up late. Lala's usually in bed at 10:30.
But there again, right, I haven't never had a rug addiction or alcohol addiction. I can have it, not have it. It's not a big deal to me. Cigarettes,
And not
we
me,
gonna fight. Because
right?
I'm fixing to take my last dollar and buy a pack of cigarettes if that's what I want. And anybody that has to get up and have a cup of coffee every morning, it's an addiction. If you have to have a Dr. Pepper or a Pepsi, it is addiction. Put your phone down for a day, one day.
Mhm.
Don't look at it, don't touch it, don't text, don't call, don't scroll TikTok. It is an addiction. So you can tell me that you can just drop whatever you got. And look, I'm not defending nobody, I'm just telling facts.
Blanket
An
statement.
addiction doesn't always have to be rugs, does not. So put yourself in their position and set the shit down and see how many times a day you go to grab that
Well,
because
there
you're going to.
drama because think of the adrenaline rush that is going on. It's no different than the rush that you get and the same hormones that are released chemically in the brain from an alternative thing by feeding it with drama. You're not any different and have no right to judge people.
And how many times has Lala come on this platform and asked for donations to go to rehab
None.
and then relapsed?
Absolutely none.
I don't care. I don't care if she's here or not. How many times? How many times? Are we gonna do this again today?
I was just wondering if I could sit in on this, just based off of what you just said. So I'm just asking.
Yeah, I don't care because after all this, we're going to go back to that fucking phone call you lied about this morning. You lied on this morning as you're good at fucking doing.
Wait, what phone call? What phone
Yeah,
call did I lie on? What phone call did I lie on?
at 7:30 this morning, you talking on me. And then you
What the
wanted to
fuck
try
are
to say
you
that I
talking
sent
about? I
the
didn't even
fucking
talk about you
screenshot.
at. You didn't even leave my mouth at 7:30 this morning.
Oh, you didn't talk to Jesse this morning?
Oh, that wasn't a phone call. Oh, we had a text thread and then we had a phone call. Yes, and then I sent her all the proof because she asked me why I green screened Sarah on our text thread.
Which I done sent the whole
I
screen recording.
I screen recorded
Yeah,
the
you sent it.
whole chat and sent it to her.
And
Well, good. They should match then. So what's the problem?
that you're a liar.
Well, I didn't delete nothing, so they should match.
And they do.
Well, good. Then what's the issue?
You said I sent her live. Why are you trying to
But
waver?
you did before I sent that. You did.
I did what? I did what, KP?
You did send me Sarah's information, but that's not even why I came in here. So we can talk about that later if you want to, or do you want to talk about it now?
No, I ain't got to talk about shit with you. I'm going to drag you for another fucking month. You're going to keep my fucking name out your mouth on and off this app.
I was asked
You
why.
talked about me to Amanda. You talked about me to
That's why.
LD and Lulu. You talked about
Do
me
you want
to
me to
everybody
open their
else, and
chats
then you
too?
want to return.
You want me to open their
If
chats
you
too?
want to, in return, say I did it. Everything you say I did, motherfucker, that's what you said. That's what you said. And you're the one that said fucking Taco Express was on live all fucking day long. And then when she couldn't get to her goals, she would use you for clout and come to your fucking box. I didn't fucking say that. I didn't say that. You did. But everything you say, you want to swap around to everybody else. Fuck you, K-Piss. Go change your bed sheets. Get the fuck out of here. Imagine she over there just running her fucking mouth and I muted her because I don't even want to fucking hear her mouth. She's a liar. Tenfold fucking lie. Go take you some more fucking benzos, you dumb bitch. That she does it to every fucking body. If you listen, go to all her fucking replays and listen to every fucking one of them. What did she say? I didn't boot you. I didn't boot you. I muted you. So lie again, bitch. Just like she said, oh, Amanda and Swain said to beware of you. Beware of you. I don't give a fuck what you got. I got the same fucking thing. As soon as you shared the whole fucking thing, Sarah contacted me and I sent it to her. Am I guilty for sitting on a phone with a friend that you vented about? You vented, but I was a friend, so therefore I didn't run it to her.
It was the talking shit on RT and Lala and believing Missy's bullshit when I'm sitting here with your girlfriend's fucking text messages about how that drive was created for me. You have me blocked. Don't fucking holler for me to come to your goddamn box. Quit fucking speaking our names and blaming us for your life problems.
You're the one that sent me that fucking screenshot. You're the one that got mad. I didn't. And I screen recorded it and sent to her. So fuck you, you lying piece of shit.
Lala's not out here doing illegal things, Stephanie. That's what you assumed. That's what you assume. That's what you assume. Unfortunately, it's not correct. Once again, quit assuming.
Fuck you, KP. Go to your own fucking life. I can't stand you bitch.
Hey, RT,
I did not
I just
say
want to
it was
ask
okay,
you.
simply me. Nobody said it was okay. At what point in time did anybody say it's okay?
And leave, Amber. Amber, leave. Leave. And if anybody's rude and wants to listen. If anybody rude and wants to continue, just mute them. Let them continue to watch. Okay, sorry, TK.
It's okay. I just want to ask you if you have that proof you were telling me about yesterday. Can you please send it to me? I won't share it. I won't show it. I just want to see it for myself because I don't want people taking the blame for shit that they didn't do or wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yep,
just to put it all to rest.
Everything, honey, because I'm working this week and I work second
Okay.
shift. So I am slowly digging through everything. I'm going through all of it. Everything that came to me during, which was a lot. So do I have you on Messenger or Telegram?
Uh, we did have each other on Messenger, but I can send you my number.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm not sure how you transfer files. I mean, I can always create you a drive and just because as I'm going through everything, I'm adding it in there and then
Okay.
handy stuff because I do want you guys to have that. So get
Okay.
me how to contact you, and like I said, I'm slowly going through this so people can have their answers. I'm trying not to put it all over the app. I'm just trying to give people the answers that they're looking for because, like I said, I'm not hosting any more lives over here. I definitely have a database of everybody's bullshit. And I'm tired of being like everybody coming to me with it.
Right.
But it's not fair, 'cause, like I did the blame.
I still have people that's
We're getting
coming at me with all the bullshit from when Rebecca was in the hospital. I mean, and that's why I'm trying to get into the bottom of that part myself because I don't want to sit here and blame somebody that wasn't in the wrong. You know what I mean? I just.
I got the same goddamn text message, you dumb fucking bitch. Get the fuck out of my chat.
Sorry, RT's got her phone in her blanket.
No, I can't stand a lying motherfucker. And she has done it to everybody on this app. Everybody she talks about, she in return says they done it.
And honestly, TK, I think I have my live recorded from that day because KP did come over to my box. A lot of people said stuff that day, and I was kind of like blown away because I didn't even know. It was like, I think Sip come over, and I really didn't even know who she was, and she was saying like a whole lot of stuff, and I'm like, but I'm not talking about that. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
there was a lot that happened, and it was like, oh God, I'm just concerned about the scrubs and the hospital badge. That was all my concern
It
was.
needs to be canceled. Definitely. If she
Like,
can't
so
start telling the fucking
a
truth.
lot of it came from Jessa, but KP and Jessa didn't start talking until like during all that. You know what I mean? Like that's when they got close.
Right. I mean, she was
Mad.
making videos like this woman and this man, two kissing. The next thing I heard, she was with KP.
Yeah.
So, and talking about coming in and staying at the hospital to get me kicked out to stay at the hospital and then take kissing home with her and this and that and all kinds of shit. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
trying to get down to the bottom of the shit because I still got people coming at me about it. And I'm just sick of the fucking, I'm
Oh
sick
yeah.
of
I
it. I'm sick of the
definitely
bullshit.
yeah.
I'm sick of the back and forth. I'm sick of the drama. We're doing good. We don't fucking need it. So I think
Exactly.
it just needs to be out there so everybody knows, so everybody can shut the fuck up and move on.
They absolutely do need to stop and move
You know,
on.
TK, honestly, people are going to see what they want and they're going to ignore the rest. It's just a repetitive cycle. People are still always going to love who they
It
love
is.
until they do it to them. You know what I mean? So
Jessa didn't ditch everybody. We ditched Jessa. Jenny,
yeah,
that's
just
what you
KP
don't
saying.
understand. Like, you are operating on the stupidest fucking assumptions. We called Jessa out on all of this nonsense. It wasn't about not letting Lala in the box. That's another thing you idiots continue to believe. It was way more than that box. KP was allowing people in the box to speak on Jessa's friends, and if we would have done that to Jessa and KP, it would not have ended this. No, ma'am. Number one, we would have never allowed that to happen. It was way more than all of that. You don't get all the behind the scenes working on people's friendships. You get characters on the internet, and then you sit here on fake accounts in a chat because you're too scared to even, say shit with your real name because you don't want this shit happening to you. But you operate on these false assumptions and then you run with it as fact to go fuck with people's real lives. And then you find out that it's all bullshit. And then you paid them to do it. You gave them your money to lie to you. You
RT,
idiot.
let me reset because they're reporting. I'll be right back.